Okay. Just have... Oh, desktop audio is muted, so let's unmute that. Okay. Game volume a little bit. And then move. No, we'll just keep it there. Okay. Alright, so welcome to the stream, everyone. If you're just getting new here, pretty much what I'm going to be doing is just messing around with some test designs. I kind of mentioned in my last video that I wanted to test out a couple ideas for a coal generator factory, and more in like an oil rig type of fashion. So that's kind of what I want to work on today. So we will see how that goes. I think what I'm going to do, started a new world, and this one is going to be used for like all my test designs moving forward. I know I've had a couple of these in the past, but they were never that organized. So now it's just working on one that's a little more organized, especially starting with update 5. Hey Cosmic, how's it going, buddy? Okay, so pretty much what I do know is we will use, I believe it's 5 coal generators, or we'll have 8. So I think it's 8 coal generators for 3 water extractors is what we're going to have. So pretty much we're just going to kind of start with that. I'm trying to go through everything and just get everything, getting rid of all the new stuff since it's a new world. And then I am using mods because usually when I'm like trying to test out designs, I like using mods to give myself the creative mode to then test to see what works, what doesn't. So we're going to be testing that. And just get rid of all this new stuff. And we're not really going to be using too much of this. Actually, one thing I just realized that we don't even have. We need to get some coupons so we can actually buy some stuff real quick. So awesome shop. Come into here. Coupons or coupon. Not really sure how other people say it sometimes. Yeah, let's just give a couple of these. So we should have 200. Okay, so now we just need to. Oh, did it buy everything? Oh. Usually it doesn't do that, so that must be kind of new. Awesome. It did buy everything, that's even better. So, like I said, we're going to be working on a coal, all the thickness stuff. It really sounds like I'm cussing every time I'm going to say thickness. Just get rid of all this stuff, get rid of all the new stuff. So when you come to the foundations, we want no filter, because we're going to be using mainly frames. So if there's going to be like an oil rig type of design, I want to use more of that type of, like, if you ever seen like oil rigs, they usually have just a lot of see-through stuff because they don't want water hitting every wall, so they have like a lot of space in between that things can just like flow through, like wind and water, stuff like that. So where is, I think it's under foundations, right? All the metal pillars. So we'll get started building here in a minute. I'm just kind of going through all of this. This isn't really a planned stream, so there's not really like this might not be the most organized stream I'm going to be doing, and it's kind of a test because next weekend I'm going to be doing a very, very long live stream of 24 hours. Now that ironically will not be in Satisfactory. That will be for a racing thing I'm going to be doing, the 24 hours of Daytona. Okay, so we got all the walls. Where is architecture? That's where it goes. That's right. And then this doesn't have any stuff. So just gonna put this here. Get rid of all the new. Like I said, this is like a brand new world. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I can see chat on my screen, so just let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will try to answer them as we're going. So, I think, let's see, we're gonna zoom out a little bit. I kind of want to be like a little bit away from the land a little bit, but not like too far. Maybe we'll go a couple more. And then our pillars for the oil rig, I want to do a kind of like a 2x2 grid. There we go. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and then have this go all the way down to the seabed. So pretty much the reason why I want to do this type of video is a lot of people have been asking in comments, like, can you show us how you build? And so that's kind of what I want to do here, is show you guys what is my building process. Here, you're not going to see very clean looking builds all the time because I'm trying to figure out what works. So, yeah, so this is the oil rig platform. I'm trying to think, should we use solid walls? So you're going to hear me debating a lot of things in this video because, or in this stream, because like I said, this is not really planned, and this is purely how I do my streams. All of my videos is I go into a world, figure out what's going to work, and then figure out how to make it look good. What am I looking for? Production. So the one thing I want to do is, man, that reflection. So we're going to need water extractors, obviously in the water. And then what I want to do next after that is we go, nope, I don't want the ramp. I want this. What is the height that we need to be at? Right here. There we go. Oop, well, that sucked. Love zoo, but man, sometimes it's a pain. Okay, so if that's the height that we need to be at to clear the water tractors, then after that, what we need to do is we'll take this foundation. I guess we can probably even get rid of those. How do I want to approach this? Just trying to think of how I want all this to go. So again, this is the height of the water tractor, but then what I want to do is have storage buffers underneath. So, and I want the big storage buffers. Man, that reflection is brutal. You know what? We might change the sun direction. This is why I love mods. We can change a lot of this stuff. Alright, hopefully that fixes some of the reflection that we have. So then if we have buffers at that height, then we need this to be even taller. And we don't need to be... we want it to be just one more tall. So I feel like that's going to be the height of our main floor, is this level. So how high up is that? There's only crappy part about using these frames is like having to count them. Usually how I count them is just kind of going by the delete command and then selecting everything. So 10 foundations up is how high up we're going to be going. Hey Victor, how's it going? So Victor, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but pretty much what this is going to be is just me messing around building stuff and kind of testing some designs. A lot of people in the comment section have been asking for how do I build, and pretty much I was like, you know what, let me do a stream. So, yeah, so I think that's going to be the height that we need. I mean, that's tall. I mean, if you look at that, that's very, very tall. Because then we got to figure out how to get piping up to the buffers, how many buffers we need. So, let's see. Let's just say we're going to have... So what, we're going to have 16. Right? Hold on, let me check something real quick. It's going to be on pause for a second. So we need 8 refineries. Or coal. Jesus, it's early in the morning, guys. I haven't really done too much talking today, so like my words are kind of messed up a little bit. Okay, so we have 16, right? Because 8 times 2. I'm just gonna verify. Yeah, 16 on each side. 16 times 2. So we're gonna have 32 coal generators. Is the idea with this build. And then, so if we have 32. So, I'm losing my mind. Hold on. Because we're going to have 4. So then, yeah, 3 times 4. Because we're just going to have 12 water tractors. So, we just got to figure out how we're going to do that. So, we could have 6. So, this is kind of still like a rough design. This is kind of going to be like general layout. This is usually how I do it first. Like, kind of lay everything out first to see how much space we have. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. And then I kind of like rebuild everything once I have that template made, because it just makes it a little bit easier. Because then what I think I would probably do is have these facing the other way, so they're not actually facing each other. So I'd actually turn these the other way. But since this is just for like planning out space, I kind of want to see. Okay, actually, let's do this. So let's grab this foundation. Take this is the only crappy part about the frames. So let's say that's our edge. We need to add one more. You know what? Let's might as well just turn them now. You're gonna see a lot of deleting stuff, guys. I just want to make sure everyone is clear on that. I do a lot of deleting with my stuff. And then, ooh, one thing that might be kind of cool, and this will be just for aesthetic purposes. You'll see this a lot too. I always change my mind with stuff. If we do big concrete pillar, I'm trying to think what would be better. If we like put this here and had these going up all the way on each, how would this end up looking? It kind of acts as like the frames, or like, I mean, what they are, frames to the actual pillars themselves. I feel like that actually doesn't look too bad. So I'm kind of liking that. So I think we might keep that. And then we're going to need more of these just so we can see. Okay. Production. Then water tractor. So what I was saying is, like, if we have them this way, it's going to make it a little bit easier with piping. Because we don't want to merge everything, especially since they're going to be on two opposite sides. And then the other thing that's going to dictate the width of the build is, of course, the coal generators. I'm going to do one more of this. And I'll also worry about like actually making things a little bit more close and beautiful as we get going. Okay, so that's 6. Then let's say you're going to have 2 here. And this would be for piping, but also because our buffers are going to take up, 2 blocks worth. And then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more. Let's go out a little bit farther. And was 4 2? What was that 2? Because we need 1, 2, 3, 4 amount of space. Okay. And then we'll just take this. 1. Still getting a lot of reflection off the stuff. 3. Hey, what's up, everyone? Concrete under construction with... It does. So it does kind of look like it's more under construction. So this is kind of going to be just testing out a couple things first, and then we'll kind of beautify things as we go. Okay, so does that actually solve our width? Because if this goes, I believe it's here. I think that's right, because that should go on the 4th one. And this one comes up as well. And then, we're on vertical. Because then the next thing to test is this width. Oh, come on, place it. Frames can be such a pain sometimes. Okay. So there's that. Now let's take, we want this on top. Kind of like the idea of having it on top. We'll keep the surface looking a little more clean. Alright, volume's very low. Thank you, David. David, like, my voice sound is low. How is that? So I can turn it up a little bit. Can turn that up even more. Testing. I don't want to get into the yellow. Okay, let me know if it's still too low, guys. I can also turn up my game sound a little bit as well. So there's that. Yeah, if you guys definitely, this is not like too much of a planned stream, so if there's any issues, definitely just let me know. This is kind of like a trial run because I'm going to be doing some streaming next weekend. It just won't be on Satisfactory. I'm doing a 24-hour race that I want to be streaming. Jesus, the reflections are insane. I've never had this bad of reflections. So that's kind of the idea, is we'd have water buffers here. Yeah, because then we might even have a space between this. Like, we may even, like, move this over one and have a little bit of space in between. That way, one, we can add a little bit more walkway down low. Okay, much better. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I originally had my volume turned down pretty far because it wasn't picking up my recording mic for some reason. And then, so I turned it down and it looked fine, but then, yeah, thank you guys for letting me know. If it's too loud now, just let me know as well. Alright, so that's 3, so we need to get rid of this one that's in here. 1, 2, 3, get rid of this one. Because especially this will help us differentiate. I don't think I said that correctly. Each bank of 3 is going to be supplying 8 oil. God, I keep saying oil because I'm in my head I'm thinking oil rig. But it's technically not an oil rig because it's a coal rig. So I keep, like, in my head messing it up. Okay. But now the main test is seeing, can we actually get everything to work the way we want. And I think we're not going to be using too much concrete on this build. Because I feel like when you look at a lot of oil rigs, really the only thing that are concrete... I mean, I'm not going to say that. I don't know too much about it. But, like, the main thing I, like, can think of is... like the pillars, and then you see a lot of metal from there. Come on. So then we'll just get rid of the pillars because they were kind of tests. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want these to actually go away. So we'll get rid of these. I was trying to, like, think of kind of like an idea in my head last night when I went to bed. You guys would be amazed. Like, I go to bed and, like, I'm just, like, always thinking of, like, new things I can do and trying to think of, like, the ways to do it. I do that so much. And I'm sure you guys do too, especially if you, I mean, I think you guys all play the game if you're subscribed to the channel, but this game just consumes so much of your time. Okay, so, because then pretty much what I want this to do is this is where I want the water to come up through. And then I think to get coal over here, we might use drones. We might have 1 or 2 drone ports that can just drop off coal depending on how much we need. So something's off. Ah, that's why this needs to be 1 more. Okay. So, logistics. Get rid of all this because we are going to have to figure out how we want to get everything in here. And then the other thing too that I like to figure out is I like my builds to be as realistic as possible. So it's worrying about walkway, worrying about access to everything. I like to think of all that stuff as I'm doing my builds. So again, this is kind of what you're seeing right now with all this is kind of a rough draft. I'm just trying to figure out how much space do I need. That will allow me to figure out how much can I narrow down on space. Like, can I actually make it more compact in any place? And then I kind of just go from there. So power, we need the coal generator. Yes, we have plenty of space. Now it's just, do we have the length? Because I think we're going to be too short on length. So we can always spread out the water tractors a little bit more. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that's so pretty much just think, actually, this might actually work out really well. I'm kind of surprised. So, because then we're going to have another bank of 8 here. So I know there's one way I can compact this. I know there's a pretty popular thing right now with the new restrictions on stuff. Like if I take, let's see, take this. I know a lot of people are doing this with coal generators. Come on, please. There we go. They will kind of like stack them like this right now. This is like a very big thing. So if I really wanted to get like another bank, I could do it this way. So that is another option. And then we wouldn't need as much length. But from what I'm seeing, if we already have the 6 water extractors down here at this length, and it looks like with the spacing of 8 coal generators and 3 water extractors, it comes out to about equal in length. So we might look at a couple different options. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a little bit longer than the 6 water extractors. But what we could always do, one, I'm kind of not using this edge here. We could always have it overhang a little bit. That's another option. Man, it's so tall. It is so tall. Just out of curiosity, what would this 24-hour race be next weekend? It's the 24 hours of Daytona, so I'm going to be doing it with 2 other friends. So we're doing that, and so pretty much it's going to equate to, I'll be doing 8 hours of driving, and then they will also be doing 8. So between the 3 of us, 8, that's 24. If we do make it that far, the goal is to make it that far. But we shall see, and I'll be driving. I'm not sure how much you guys know about racing, but it's called an LMP2 car, which is a pretty fast car. It's one of the faster cars in the series. So, okay. So then we got to figure out the water buffer situation here, because I don't think we actually need that many. We probably just need 1 per 3. It's like this water buffer should go. God, that stupid reflection. Being hit so hard with it. So I feel like it should be centered with the middle extractor. So then we'll have a total of 4 of these. So we got to figure out how we're going to do that, especially if they're all sharing the middle. So this is exactly what I do, guys. So if you ever want behind the scenes of my videos, this is exactly it. This is me thinking out loud and then just trying to figure out what to actually do to get everything to work properly with how I have it in my head. And then it's just getting it out of my head and onto, you know, into the physical game. So, all right. So, trying to think right now, how do I want to do this? I like the idea of the buffers being here because it's just kind of the easiest part of the sequence. Unless the other option could be, and this might narrow up on space to allow us to run pipe, if we moved the buffers above the water extractors. That might clean up some of the piping, because then it kind of frees up all this space underneath to go up for pipes. So that might be a good solution, which if we do that, we might even be able to raise up the foundations a little bit. So we might be able to make it like 1 block shorter. And a lot of that too is depending on like the height that we started at. Like let's say I started this up 2 more blocks. Because it's really, I kind of just like placed a random frame and then went out from there. We could probably get this to move up slightly. So if I put my frame, it's not going to clash. How do I want to do this? All right, let's just put these down too. Where's the green line? There it is. Boom, there we go. I'm trying to get rid of this reflection, guys. I know the only other way I could do it is just like keep moving the time back. You guys might be, if you guys weren't here, I am using mods. And the reason why is, especially when I'm doing test designs, I love using mods because it just allows me to build a little bit quicker and test out the designs a lot quicker. We're on vertical to go out that way. And then only thing I don't like right now is how the frames right now in the middle are like slightly down, because obviously we put our foundation 1 meters like above it that way. Because the problem with the frames, if I can get one there, so if we zoom vertical, okay, or don't. Cool. Because my only problem is I don't, well, it actually isn't as bad as it used to be, because you used to be able to see like these cross members. So maybe we can. So maybe on the next iteration of this. Hey Eric. Thank you. Thank you very much. That made me chuckle. All right, so we'll put this here. One. Oh, nope. Place that. And plus, we might even try to figure out, I think the main thing, I would like to space out the coal generators like a little bit more so they're not like right back to back. But at the same time, that's what's kind of dictating the length of the build right now. So I'm not sure if I actually want to change that. We need to... Oh, no, now you want to do vertical, huh? Okay, cool. So put this back. Okay. Don't like the smart mod. So I do have it. I think. No, I have easy cheat. That's what I have. I don't like using the smart mod because it just kind of feels like a little bit pointless now. Being that there's like zooping. I know you can do more zooping, but it just kind of works a little bit better. So I really just want to get rid of these reflections, but I don't want it to be nighttime. Let's try changing it there. So that's the only reason why I'm not using smart mod is I really feel like there's not as much point to it. I know they have a couple of different features to maybe speed things up, but I feel like it actually, for me, is more of a hassle for how I build. But that's a good question, though, Victor. You could use the 1 meter frames in the middle just to keep flat. Yeah, I was thinking that too. That was the only other thing I was thinking. The problem is they're actually not even 1 meter. Like, they're even like half of 1 meter. So I'd have to use 2 of them. So I feel like it actually might just be better to... I'm losing my train of thought right now. To just lower these... Oh, autosave, so it's going to freeze here in a second. It's a good time for me to take a drink. But yeah, I'll just probably get rid of the 1 meter foundations and move those down 1 meter. And that will probably solve our issue. Because then the next issue too is I mentioned that I want to use drones because I feel like that makes the most sense for like an oil rig type of design to get coal over to here. Because there's not really, I mean, where is the nearest coal node? I don't think it's close. So I really think it's going to be the best bet to use drones to get it over here. I mean, yeah, you can tell it's not even finding any right now. So we're definitely not close to any coal. Wow. Oh, okay, only 1,200 meters. Here, let's do this. Let's see where it is. Fly fast. So it's all the way... Oop, oop, oop. Where? Oh, there it is. Is it pure? No, it's just normal. So... Alright. And then we'll go back to fly normal because I don't like flying that fast. Fly. Oh, it didn't change it. Fly. So if you're wondering what mods I'm using right now, just in case you guys are curious, it is the PAX utility mod. And then the no cheat mod. Or easy cheat. It'd be ironic if it was called no cheat. Okay, so the width is determined. So that part's okay. So I feel like we can probably start working on the actual design now, being that we kind of have an idea of layout. Now, we don't really have an idea for piping yet. So if let's mess around with putting our buffers above, because I do like the idea of that. So let's see if I put it... Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about the reflection, guys. I'm trying my best to get rid of it. Because it is brutal. Oh, it wouldn't go on center, of course. Grab it from the crates. From the crater legs. Yeah, so I think we'll definitely use drones, and then we'll just have a drone port synced into the rig somewhere. So, if we have it that way, with the buffers above, we'll then have the pipes come up, feed in, so then we'd actually end up rotating these to be this way. Because I feel like that would make the most sense when it comes to actually getting this set up. And then, being that we have 2 frames in the middle, we don't need to worry about clashing pipes. So yeah, I think this is turning out pretty good. I feel like we might even be able to get rid of 1 width. Because I feel like we actually don't even need the 2 in the middle here. It might help for conveyor. I'm trying to think ahead. Yeah, Crater Lake has 3 pure, which is hella distance. So yeah, that's the only problem is that they're just so far away. And I mean, how much coal are we gonna need? I haven't even calculated that. It's not telling me. So here's a piece of confusion that's been throwing me off a little bit. So I keep seeing 50 meters cubed of water, but then so these only use 45 is what I'm being told. But so this says 45, but I thought this, well, no, because that has meters squared too. So yeah, it only takes 45, but it can consume 50 to have a little bit extra. Okay, that makes sense. But where is the amount of coal that it needs? If you guys can let me know, I'm gonna go to Wiki real quick. Let's see, coal generator, because I need to figure out how much coal I'm gonna need. I mean, that's not like big. I'm not too worried about that right now, because that's kind of like more in the distance. But coal generator, I have a lot of tabs open right now. So it takes 300? No. 15 per minute. Really? Only 15 coal per minute? That doesn't seem right. It seems really, really low. Okay, so guys, we might start on the actual design. So, yeah, this is kind of just what I do. I always do a rough design first. Right now, this doesn't look too pretty. It's not looking too great right now. But that's kind of the idea. I don't want it to look that pretty yet. It's more, now I know the amount of space I have to work in. And then I'll try to figure out how I can beautify it a little bit more. But the next thing is getting, let's see, if I use the grid, let's see, yeah, if I use the grid and zoom out to here, then if we come down, and I know I can use the 1 meters, I'll use those to adjust a little bit as I go. Oop, I think I just hit my headset. 2400 coal will get you 12 kilowatts from 160 gens. So, yeah, so 15 coal per minute is what I need for each machine. So, alright. Because what, I have, how many do I have? 16 times 32? Yeah, 32. So 32 times 15. So 480 coal is what I'll need. And I always like to have a little bit of excess because it will all depend on how we like set up the conveyor with manifolds and stuff, which I'm not great at. I will admit that. I need to get better at manifolds and actual like understanding of conveyor. So, okay, so is this going to be like right above? Man, these stupid frames. So, is this going to be right up place? Oh, of course. Every time I actually get it placed properly. So I don't like how much above the water that is. So, what we can do is we'll take these, place them. Now, we might want to use like one more. We'll place them vertically. So then get rid of, there we go. Sometimes it has a hard time finding things. So then, now I can place this. It should be like almost like right at water level. Oh, so it is actually like right at water level, but I want to be like one above. So, get rid of this, get rid of that. And then, place, no, ooh, oh. You have to have the finest of movements. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. So now we can get rid of these. And then have these go up 10. Go up 10. So we want the foundations to be 2x2s. And then go up. Okay, so we got that. And then one thing I want to do as well, this will give us a little bit more length, and then we'll just have to figure out where's the inverted one. I like the idea of having the inverted ones here. Perfect. I know, like, we're not really gonna have to have this, but what is the biggest update? What is the biggest gift Update 5 gave you? I was so happy to see the sloping rails and more angled concrete. Oh, okay. You mean, so like, what do I use the most? That's a good question. I thought I would end up using these frames more than I have. I think I'm still trying to figure out ways to incorporate them more into my builds. But what else do I use a lot? I mean, I use concrete a lot because I prefer how it looks with like the more smooth stuff. So definitely concrete. Let's see. Let me finish that thought here in a second. So I was on Zoop. Okay, place knowledge. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Then, yeah, I'm trying to think, what do I use the most? Unfortunately, there's not like any other stuff in this build yet because this is like a brand new world. Zooping is definitely great. I mean, I use the zooping a lot. Clearance is definitely amazing because it just allows you more freedom without mods. Because like the only way to get around that before was with mods. So it's great to not have to worry about that again. What other things do I use? There's some really good questions. Like I'm trying to think of building materials that I use. Like, oh man. Let me look at the inventory to see. Yeah, I'm definitely on the architecture tab a lot. I love using beams. Beams are amazing. So I use those quite a bit. I want to figure out how to use these small frame pillars and big frame pillars a little bit more. So I want to figure out more stuff with that. Catwalks. The new catwalks are amazing. I hated the old ones where they had like this piece in between. I'm not sure if they got rid of it. I don't think they did, but they had like, yeah, these like holes in the middle. I never liked those. So I'm happy they got rid of them for like other stuff. But yeah, soft clearance is amazing. Best thing they've done to the game. All right, so we need 3 water extractors. So if we place them like this. So if I have these here, that way it's kind of like as even spot to start. Okay, I can't see because of the stupid reflect. Where is the sun? All right, I'm going to move it to the other side of the world. I need to see like where I'm actually being able to place this. I hate the purple glint that it gives off, but if I can at least see where I'm putting my stuff, that would be the best thing. Still? Are you serious? How? Oh my god. Like, is this every direction I try to put this thing? I'm just gonna get glint as soon as I get close. But yeah, so what are your guys' favorite things that they've added? Alright, so once it goes to green. I'm sorry about the reflection, guys. I'm trying, but boom. Okay, so that's right on the edge. That should, I might move it over to where maybe I can like get it in the middle. I guess it depends on where this next one lands. Yeah, so if I move here, we're in the middle. Just back it up until we're not clashing. Come on. Boom. Okay. Ugh. For extractors, you can set a pipe and you can place. Really? Oh, shit. Thank you very much for actually letting me know that. I actually didn't know that one. Interesting. Thank you. That helps so much. Oh, man. How long have they had that? Was that in the latest update they had that? Please tell me it hasn't been in the game the entire time. I'll be so upset if it has been and I just didn't know. Okay. So there's... Does it work backwards too? Like if I... Look at that. Oh, I'm so upset. Uh, let's see. So Eric, you say soft clearance. I was happy to see the GPU killing haze reduced. Yes, hate the haze. The new catwalks are great, and zooping. I like that they take popular mods and put them in the game. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I'm not sure how much they should take from, like, mods. I think a lot of this stuff has already been, like, playing in the game. But, like, when you're a game developer, I would imagine it takes so much more time to add things because you can't just add them. You have to make sure it goes through, you know, it doesn't affect anything other part of the game. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like it's always a little unfair to them to an extent. So don't have the overhang on just one side. What am I going to do at the corners then? Come on, place. There we go. Alright, so if we have that, because there's no corner pieces for frames. So I guess I could just use a foundation. Right, because there's no... Yeah, there's no angle pieces for that. So... Alright. And also, so, I'm not sure how much you guys follow the channel or not. And I'm not going to promote this, don't worry, but like this isn't going to be promoting anything. But the other day I did launch my Patreon for the channel. And again, I'm not promoting that right now. I just want to let you guys know that the world save for this will be up there as soon as I'm done with the stream and I get done working on this. I will then upload this to my Patreon. So if you guys are just curious about that, that's where you'll be able to get it like right away. If you want to fly around and make changes yourself. So then we'll place this down. God dang it. Sometimes I wish it would like recognize when you want to go vertical. Like, I guess it's kind of hard for the game to like be able to realize that, but. So we got. Am I gonna be? Uh-oh. Oh no. I think I messed up, guys. I'm gonna be too close to that rock when I get to the other three. Crap. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Because I'm gonna have another 3 out here. I mean, we can try it, but... One, 2, 3. Yep, I'm gonna run into that rock. Crap. Oh, that's so frustrating because I just did all that. Okay, what's gonna be the best way to kind of move everything over? Of course, like I did my test one in the perfect spot. So, let's see. Just place the... I hate frames sometimes. So, if we just kind of come out farther this way. Get rid of this one so I can then place. Oh, that sucks so much. Oh, no. I'm trying to figure out, like, I guess I could go farther out. That might be the next best solution. Alright, so pretty much everything I just did is an absolute waste. Ooh, this doesn't happen to me too often. Usually I kind of plan for those things, but I obviously didn't plan for this one. So, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're just going to come out a little bit farther. I realized that now before I got too far. At one point, when I first started building, I even looked at that. I was like, you know what? This looks like it might be a little close, but it looked so far away at the time. So I was like, I'm sure it's fine. All right. So what we're going to do now is we'll have one corner be here. And then that should be far enough. Is it though, actually? I don't know. No, I'm so paranoid. Oh, man. So, if I just move it over to the very edge of where I can. And then get rid of those. Okay, time to start over. Boom. Oh, so you snapped perfectly that time. Thanks. And then we just keep going down. So also, what are some other things while you guys are here? What are some other things that you guys want to see me build? Like, what are things that you guys are interested in or need inspiration for that I can try to come up with a couple designs for future videos? So, get rid of that. Come on, here we go. So we'll have the length go that way. Maybe, come on, come, please. There we go. I'm trying to think, is it actually going to be better to have the pipe? Let me look up, I'm going to look up some oil rig pictures real quick, guys. Oil rig. Kind of get some inspiration for how things could look down low. Oh, nope, not oil rig explosion. I just want an oil rig. Oil rig design. So there are definitely... I mean, there's some interesting designs in here. I'm trying to think how we could work on some of the lower stuff. Yes, these are definitely some interesting ones. Okay, let's get back to it. So I was looking at pictures on like Google. I think we're gonna try to keep the oil. Place it, please. Jesus. Does it work on this too? No, it doesn't. Okay. Because that just rotates it. And then another thing that you guys were, I just now thought of, you guys were asking how I like update 5 and like what's my favorite thing to use. So another thing I need to actually try to get better with is using curves. So if we need, if we can put this one here, put that there, so that's in the middle. No, I didn't go over far enough. So what I'll do is just get rid of that so I can see that that's the last one I place it on. In place. I try to be so precise with these things, but sometimes it just does not work. I look forward to your endgame builds when you need miles of factory to build important complex things. Yeah, so I think that's definitely... I know I kind of been like doing a series on my... I think like my last 5 or 6 videos have been on like a single world. I'm probably actually going to restart that world, and then I think what I'm going to do... One, I want to have a creative series. Because like it allows me to build a bit quicker, which then new people can like follow. But then I also want to do a true playthrough. That's one of the other big things that I definitely want to do. So what I'm probably going to do is start a brand new world soon, just in creative. But what I'm going to do is almost like I'm doing a playthrough. Trying to think how to word this. It's going to pretty much act like a full playthrough. And I'll still do everything, but from a creative point of view. So like I'll build, you know, coal generators stuff first and not nuclear stuff. So I'll actually like go in order to see like how I can make things look, and it gives people some inspiration for like their start builds. It's kind of the idea there. All right, so and then boom, then we can come out this way, and this should be where that starts. Actually, nope, that's wrong. This should be, oh my goodness, place, there we go. Because it should be 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, let's actually snap to foundations. Is that what you were saying too? So, oh, that is so useful. Whoever, I can't remember who said that, was it Eric or... I'll have to look back through here in a second. About the control thing with extractors. That's one thing I hated about extractors, was never being able to place them evenly. So that is like a game changer for me. Okay, so there's that. Place. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying so hard with these. There we go. So there's that. So that's the 3 here that we need. And then vertical. Vertical with that. I place that one too high. And go up with this one. So yeah, this is pretty much what my kind of stuff looks like, guys. So Satisfactory Inc. Yeah, thank you very much. Nick says, hey bro, love your Satisfactory vids. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I mean, a lot of this, I mean, all of this, I won't say a lot of it. All of this is like thanks to you guys for like watching, because like my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by hopefully the end of the year. And if we keep going at the pace we are, I think that's easily achievable within 6 months. So I would love that. But like all of this is thanks to you guys. Like me being able to make these videos and enjoying it too is all thanks to you guys. And I'll let you guys know a little something. I'm not sure. I've never really talked about it, especially on this channel. I actually have run several YouTube channels in the past. One of them actually was pretty successful. And if you guys ever played Minecraft, maybe you saw some of the videos. But it was called Minecraft Builder 92 back in the day. Then it changed to Safety Boost, but then I changed it back to Minecraft Builder. But I did a lot of stuff with that channel. A lot more. I mean, I did almost 1,000 videos, I think. And did that for a long, long time. So, good old days, right? Okay, so now we just got to... Oops, we're too far away, so just place that there. Okay, so this needs to go... Problem is it snapping to that now. So place that there. Needs to go to this right... here. Boom. I think that's right, because then if I put this one... Yep, perfect. That should be good. Control thing works with everything. Does it? Interesting. I will need to look at that then. So even... Hold on. Let me test that. Because that would make life so much easier. I love, like... I play this game a lot, but I love, like, when you just, like, don't catch on to stuff like this. Yep. Wow. Cool. The amount of time I've wasted, like, trying to make sure things snap perfectly. Thank you, Mohammed, for letting me know it does it to everything. Oh, man, I feel stupid. Oh, it's sad knowing that I spent all the time. Okay, so we got 3, 6, 9, 12 extractors. So that's up and running, so that's good. Well, not up and running, but you guys know what I mean. So now, can we put... Ooh, this actually might work out perfectly. Place. Is it going to clash with anything? It is not. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So there's that. Because then... have this here. Then have this come over and connect the two together for a little bit of structural integrity. Give me a minute, guys. I'm going to take a drink of something. Okay. So then, you know what? I just thought about, like, you said that. I guess that works with the foundations too. Well, actually, I guess not, because like foundations want to rotate. It does work a little bit better, I feel like. It's hard to tell. Okay, so we got that done. That's good. Foundations. So, I feel like we should stick with metal and not concrete. I do like that. There we go. Perfect. Now it makes it easier. Once you get the first one down, it becomes so much easier. But so then organization, fluid buffer. We want to put it right there. It should be perfectly in the middle. Nailed it. And then we'll do the same thing with the next couple. Place it. There we go. Because then this one should also be where I want to make sure I do this correctly. Because I think this should go here and then it comes out like this. So then that should be our frame. Yep, that looks correct. 10. And just got to get it placed. There we go. Get rid of that one just so I can do a zoom of 10 up. And hey, Christian Pollock, how's it going? Okay, so there's the frames. Got this set up. Dang it. All right, and then this should go to here. There we go. I'm kind of wondering, like, should I use more fluid buffers? You know what I mean? Like, does it hurt? I don't think I need more than 3 though. That's the thing. Because what, these can hold 2,400? Yeah, I think 1 is fine. I mean, it would look better to have more. That's for sure. Something. Why is something off here? Because I thought. Because they offset it. That's right. Because this one should be perfectly centered, but I guarantee if I come over to this one. No, that one is. What's going on here? Why is this one like offset so much? All these are. I'm confused right now. Because this one, I'm very confused right now. Just try replacing them? Something's just like off. Yeah, because like if you look at it there, just get it back to where perfect. There we go. There we go. That seems better. I don't know what that was about. Okay, so that is now placed. Because then I think what we'll do is have the pipe come up, merge up top inside the frames, and then we'll come through and connect through the outside. I think that's going to be the best thing to do. So if we go to logistics, well then pipe support, will it be, nope, not a perfect 90, unfortunately. But what we can do is just take another one of these, and then it should be. Yep, there we go. Then we could always just get rid of that. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll just do the same thing for this one. Copy that. Boom. And then connect it. There we go. So that will be the connection. And then we will color code everything as we go. Just right now we're not. So there we go. There's that. How do I want to approach walkway here? Because we are going to need this to come all the way over. Boom. Perfect. Have this come through. Okay, why are you not snapping to the right points? Come on. Come on. Boom. There we go. Then I think actually what we'll need is another one here to run pipe. That way also kind of acts as more support. And this is like my first time ever making like an oil rig design. So like I'm kind of like learning as I go as well. how this is going to turn out. I have no idea. Part of me is thinking, like, could we put the drone port like down here in the second floor somewhere? Trying to figure that out as we go. So we'll figure that out. Then let's start working on the other side because we haven't really touched it yet. Please. There we go. Hey. Then what needs to come out this way? One. I'm happy that I caught the piping not like being, I don't know what was with those extractors, like not being centered like they were on the other. It was kind of weird. And then there we go. Zooping. There we go. Grab that one. Come. Oh. Probably should have got rid of that actually, so I could just zoop all the way down, make it life a little bit easier. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this build in this entire like live stream, guys. I'm gonna try to. Zoop. Come, please, please. I love these frames, but man, are they a pain in the ass to use sometimes. There we go. Let's zoop to be vertical again. There we go. Oh, this is the fun of building, guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys are well aware of like how building in this game works, but man, sometimes it can be quite boring. I'm not sure how great of content this really is to watch for you guys just watching me build, but I figured I would try to just do something for you guys, because I haven't uploaded like a true Satisfactory video in like 7 days. So, which I do have one up and ready, and it actually is already uploaded. The thing is, it actually has the very first sponsor for the channel, and so it's just waiting on approval from them at this point. So at this point, I'm just waiting on them. So, and then we'll put this, kind of like the idea of having this here. Go all the way down. And then just keep placing these all the way down. Do the same thing here. Boom. Okay. So that's the bottom of the oil rig. Because then we just got to figure out how we're going to get all of the piping. Do we want to... We might actually just do the piping coming down. Might actually just be the easier thing to do. And then pipe support. You know it needs to be 2 away. 1, 2. And then we'll just take that pipe and then connect it. And I believe Mark 1 pipe should be more than enough for what we're wanting to do. There we go. Then we'll just take the support and put that there, and then bring this all the way up. And now with the height, we are probably definitely going to need a lift, because I think that's too high for the water to go up. So we'll just use Mark 1s. That should be more than enough. Alright, that should be good. And then we'll just do the same thing again. Oh, the fun, guys. Just trying to get everything... Oop, that one wasn't supposed to go there. Trying to get everything to work. You should put rows of batteries where you had your buffers planned. You should put rows of batteries where you had your buffers planned originally. I'm confused by that one. What do you mean by that? Satisfactory Inc. And copy this. 1, 2. What? Why isn't that working? Okay, it is that time. Weird. There we go. Sometimes this game can act weird. Like right now, like I don't know. Oh, because I think it's like not snapping to the frame. It's kind of like acting weird a little bit. Then get rid of this. So the only reason why I didn't have the pipes go up, because one, we had to use less lifts if we do it this way. But then also makes things a little bit... What's that lining up with? Can I do the same thing with this one? Make it easier to see. I guess that's right. On that middle floor in the first rig. You should put... Oh, are you talking about the storage things? The store power? Is that what you're talking about? I think that's maybe what you're talking about. And then yes, that is a good idea. Yeah, putting them like down here in between. Yeah, I would definitely agree. That would be a good fit for those if that's what you are referring to. Because I definitely love adding those in places. Alright, so that's good. And then we'll copy this. And I do like that idea a lot, actually. So I always want to add those, especially to like something that is all about like power. Oh, dang it. Default zoop. And that should give us plenty to add down here as well. There we go. Okay. So we got that, and we'll just copy this. There we go. Do the same thing for this one. Which I also need to add the foundation for. Do that. Then take these. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you, Satisfactory. That's a good call. Adding the power banks down here. Like, technically, if you, like, in a real life census, like, it wouldn't make any sense to have them, like, down by water. Ow, Jesus Christ. I've never had so bad of reflections. This is insane. It's, like, actually hurting my eyes. Then put that here. Yeah, going all the way down the line. Yeah, that's definitely a good call. I think that's a good place to keep them, too. Definitely good call, Satisfactory. And then just keep placing them all the way down. Boom. And then just connect all of them. And then we'll have to figure out later how do we want to connect the actual power grid to it. There we go. Yeah, that definitely looks good. Then get rid of this foundation. There's that. Then we just got to do... Copy this. And might as well just go put it over on the other one so we don't have to copy it again. There we go. Copy this. Put that into there. Copy this one. There we go. Put that there. There we go. Oh, man. A lot of hard work, guys. Well, I'm going to say like hard work. It's just like trying to get everything staying equal. Put that there. Copy. Go to here. Boom. Boom. Copy up. And then we just need the lift because we know we're going to need that. Perfect. Do the same thing on this one. Boom. Okay, so pretty much the bottom floor is all done, minus like access to everything, like adding walkway. So I'll need to figure out like what's gonna be the best way for that. But I think down low is super, super clean. I like having the pipes on the outside, actually. I feel like I like seeing raw pipes sometimes. Like, I think it just looks so good. So I think that's good. And then, only thing that we might do, because then this will be beneficial to us for running power. If we do architecture, metal beams, if we put like one going up, maybe not. But one thing that might look kind of cool, let's see how this looks. If we have this going all the way down, I wonder how this looks, like separating the foundations a little bit. Ooh. All right, not gonna lie, I kind of like that. Do we want it on? Because what? How come this? Yeah, this one doesn't go underneath, so it kind of makes sense to keep the same thing. And copy this. Let's see. Ooh, I really like that. It kind of hides the foundations too. So I actually really like that. Okay. That is definitely good. And part of me feels like I have too much foundations underneath. But at the same time, like, it looks good. So, and I guess for walkway, one thing we might be able to do is if we just take this T walkway. Yeah, because then we're not going to hit anything. All right. It's all coming together a little bit. I love your satisfactory designs. Satisfaction. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've always just like really loved designing things. It's just always been really fun. So, I mean, in any game I play, I love just any building games because I can just get addicted. Usually, like at some point, I'll get like burned out and then I'll leave for a little bit and then I'll come back. I'm like, oh yeah, back into it. Okay, so that's... Ooh, okay. Actually, here's an idea that I just had. Being that... I don't really have anything here. What we can probably do... Let me find it. Where is it? One, we can probably use this in the middle. Because then if that goes up... I'm thinking about putting a staircase here. So like we can get up to the other floors from here. And have one on either side. I think that would be kind of cool. Just where there it is. Boom. And then we could always put a hyper tube in the middle. Yeah, so in my ear right now, guys. Usually when I build, like I always listen to something, and this is like no different, especially like when it's just me in here talking to myself a lot. Like right now, I'm actually rewatching the Avengers. So, and I'll be putting walls around this. Don't worry. If you guys were kind of like, whoa, that looks ugly. Because then if we just keep coming up, get rid of that. And okay, so that works. Question is, how do we want to make this work? I don't want to use glass because I feel like glass wouldn't be a correct fit. I guess metal maybe? So let's try just a basic metal wall. So then... not liking that. Only thing I could think of is if I move the staircase out one block. That's like the only other thing that I could think of. So yeah, not liking it as of right now. So we'll come back around to like access and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get rid of this, get rid of that. And put our foundation back. Perfect. Okay, so we're one step closer. I feel like the second floor is just so empty. Maybe power bank should go on that floor. I'm trying to think what I could put. I just don't like how empty this entire floor is. I feel like there's a better way to do this without making it as tall. Like, I like how this works. Like, I think when it comes to like how it works in general, I think it works really good. It's just, as of right now, it doesn't seem that good. I mean, if I moved everything over to the left, that might give us enough room to fit 2 buffers on either side. And then we come up in the middle of the entire facility. That's another option. Kind of sucks being that we have everything laid out. Because right in this second floor is just like, that's a lot of wasted material just for routing pipe. That's just going to come to here, then go up. That's like 90% of the floor wasted. So let's try it. So if I put this right there, probably should have saved it, if I'm being honest, but too late now. Yeah, so if I put that there, yeah, because then it allows me to put that there. How much do I need the big fluid buffers? Organization. What do these ones do? 400. Yeah, 400 isn't a lot. So I'm not a fan of that. I think the big ones are like the way to go. Put that there. Another solution would be if you get rid of everything in the middle here, put your things back to back, or the metal scaffolding wall. Fits the oil rig style. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Only problem is then I would want to add glass around because like it wouldn't technically be like, again, I know this is like so stupid. Like in my head, I'm like, you can walk through those frames. It's like the only thing I'm thinking about. So I'm gonna kind of get rid of a couple things, and we're gonna try half of the stuff. We're gonna save this just in case. I don't like where we're going. So we'll get rid of this stuff. Okay. So the idea I have now is if we get rid of these, get rid of the pipes. I feel like this might work with how I want to do it. Get rid of that. Have this foundation come out to there. We know we need at least 2. Boom. Okay, there's that. 2. Why isn't that working? Oh, because this. That's right. Didn't have these originally. Can't have that. Because, oh, I'm stuck. Because now, if we get rid of these things, this should work. If I put these back to back, like this, I should be able to put this frame here. Okay. So this is working so far. Get rid of these fluid buffers. So far, this is working the way I want. Now we just got to figure out piping. Piping's always the next thing. Figure out, especially with how I want to do this. So, depends on where we want to put the fluid buffer. You could probably put them at the end. Let's see. How do I want to approach this? Because I guess, like, in a perfect world, do I even need the fluid buffers? Because if you just connect everything to it directly, you eliminate one step. But I know fluids can be a little finicky sometimes, and fluid buffers kind of, like, solve that issue. I do like all of these being back-to-back, though. It definitely cleans things up. How do I want to do this? What we're going to do is we're going to try just getting rid of the fluid buffers. We're going to see how this turns out. Only issue now is we don't have anything in the middle. But I guess with how we have the water tractors, we wouldn't need to. We'll see. We're going to play around with this design a little bit. See what we can do. We're going to set up the first 8. Get rid of these coming up, because we don't need those now. If we're going to stay at this height. Get rid of those. We have, oh, okay. Yeah, more of the back. Okay. So we got this. We're going to try to do one full side so we can make sure piping works. Put these here. Ooh. We're getting there. It's just a matter of testing things at this point. Then special power coal generator. So, I'm trying to think how we're gonna get this to work. So if we put that there, does it take up? Yeah, that's pretty much exactly half. Actually, not quite, because then that would put that there. Actually, that needs to go one more. It goes here. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Okay. We're one step closer. Yeah, drink real quick. Excuse me. So I definitely like the left side more. It's already more compact. We're getting rid of another step. And then put that there. All right. And then what's the halfway point? Halfway point's right there. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, we have 8. What? We do? That doesn't look like 8. Oh, because that's why. So we need one more. But we could fit one more on this side. So what we can do, we can put this here. Then foundations, we need the metal ones. Converter ramp 1 meter. Come on. I don't think that's gonna match. Yeah, it's not. Skins. Interesting. Haven't seen that one yet. It's new. Materials. Grip metal. Perfect. Because that should match now. Yeah, pretty close. I like that. And then we put this one here. I will say, so far, I'm not sure on the whole. I was so invested in watching you build, I feel my train wrecks I feel off my train wrecks and died to alien gas. Go me. Oh, man. Dude, I hate those gas things. Those gas things suck. I hate them so much. Okay. So there's that. So now, what we need to do, we gotta figure out how we want to get the piping to work with this. Because pretty much what needs to happen is we need this. I'm actually just realizing how this is set up. It's really going to suck for coal and getting coal here. So I'm not sure if the design is going to work, but we're going to keep going forward with it just to see. And then if we, let's say we went down with pipe, would it actually go through? It would be hitting the frame a little bit. So we'll move it down one. So we need one in between the 8. So that'd be the 4, which would be right here, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got that one. This one should go in between second and third. Yeah. Okay. And this one should also go there, right? Because 1, 2, and 2. Okay, so we got that. And then it's just connecting all of the pipes together. Well, I guess the last ones don't need. And mark one pipe. One. God, stop moving. 1, 2. So if it connects. Because the other issue I'm worried about right now is I guarantee if I take a lift, it's going to hit the pipe. Kind of. It's close. So we might be able to make it work. That's not great that we can't connect those. Pipe is too short. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, so what we'll do is maybe we'll move. Well, actually, I think I had that wrong. Or no, I didn't have that wrong. Put that there. Oh, dang it. Not what I wanted. I definitely think this is going to take a lot more design than I was expecting it to. So I still have more work I'm going to have to do with all of this, because it's, as of right now, it's just not turning out as good as I thought it would. Is that the middle one? It is. Oh. So maybe what we do is, let's do it this way. Let's feed all the things first and figure out where the in-betweens are. That's probably the easier way to do this. That way we can be directly in the middle. So get rid of this one for right now. Connect this to that. Missing this one. Okay. I need to get a new chair, man. This chair sucks. Like, it's coming apart to where I have to have a towel down because, like, the, not the, what's it called? Not rubber, leather is coming up. Okay, so then let's get rid of this because we need one in between. Which in between's right there. We need one in between here, which is also right there. And then in between second and third which would then be right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm really worried. I feel like we need to have these actually turned. I think how I have this set up is not working great so far. So we need to figure out a better solution. I need to figure out a better solution underneath, because I feel like it's more clean now and we're not wasting as much space, but maybe keeping it this way, how we had it, but then maybe we go up into the machines that way. That's like where I'm just like a little lost right now. I'm trying to figure out like what we do. But then, so the next thing is we'll come down. Is that perfect 90? But I should get a perfect 90 first try. Boom. Miracles can happen. Is that middle again? Perfect. And do this again. I wish like sometimes like conveyors, stuff like this would have like the same snap lines. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I also snapped this to the wrong one. Idiot. Needs to go to here. Okay, that should be good with how this is supposed to work. Because then this one pretty much needs to turn, connect directly into that. Same thing with this one. Because all these will just turn and connect. So like I'm also not a fan of how that looks. So I feel like that could be improved on. The idea is great. It's just execution. I got to figure out. I feel like I need like a hybrid in between. Because this just isn't working the way I want. Conveyor lift floor hole. Being that we have these done now, we can easily put these down. Which I'm not sure if you guys ever seen these from my other videos, but I love using these things, even for things that aren't conveyor, because I feel like it just looks better than the floor holes for pipes. So, would definitely recommend using them. I mean, just look how much better that looks. It just looks better than this floor hole. It looks so much better. And also, sometimes it doesn't even work. That's the weird thing, because like if I put this down, like look, it doesn't even work. So definitely I would recommend using those if you haven't done that before. Are we hitting any? No, not really hitting any metal. Oh man. Let's see. I'm just not a fan of how this looks, guys. Like, I'm so torn on this. Like, I feel like it's gonna be 100% efficient. And, Wohnrent. I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry, buddy. How do I want to approach this? I just don't like how this looks. And I don't have, like, that much more time. Perhaps you could put a main pipe across the ceiling and derive a series of drops from there. Well, it's not even that. It's not that I don't like that part. It's just the whole layout as of right now, I'm just torn on. Like, let's see. Let's test the other side now. If I were to keep this design, we can come around. Maybe it would be better, honestly, to actually have the refiner or the water extractors turned around 180 degrees like I originally had them, and then these come in on the outside. So let's maybe look at that. we're gonna make that the next step. So we'll get rid of these pipes. I mean, this is just like my process, guys. I mean, I go through this a lot. I'm just, obviously, since I'm streaming it, I'm trying to like be more vocal for you guys. But this happens all the time. In other games, I've spent probably over like 8 to 9 hours before on something. And then I get to the end, I'm like, no, don't like how it looks. Like, so I do this all the time. This is just like how I build my stuff. And this why it also takes so long to make videos, because like I'm so picky with how I want my things to look. So if we have that there, if we're gonna get rid of the buffers, turn the extractors, and put them all the way on the edge, I feel like would be a good way to do this. Keep this like all the way at the very edge here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I do like those at the very edge. I do kind of like that. It's not bad. And then piping would just have to be the same. And just bring this all the way down. Should be not at the, oh, because it got put under, dang it. It got put underneath the foundation, not into it. So should have caught that before I even started placing them. Put that. All right, I think that's the last high one. What? Am I missing one? Oh, because of that. Come on, place. There we go. All right. Let's see. My current map is at 458 hours, and I blame your video about your fuel power plant setup for it. Totally got the juices flowing, and I redid everything. Sorry, man. At first I was like, oh no, did I do something bad? So you're the classic, let me build the base guy in other games, like changing the whole design until you're happy with it. Oh yeah, I definitely do that all the time. But that's also why I go into worlds like this to test my designs first, so then I know what I want it to look like. Since that way I'm not wasting as much time, in theory. Because like, at least I'm doing it in a quicker way. Like that's why I use creative for building designs like this, because it just makes things so much easier. How do I want to approach this? Yeah, like when I play like games with one of my other friends, him and I haven't played in a while. But once he does get back on, him and I will be playing a lot of Halo together, and we'll probably stream that. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm always the build the base person. Okay, I don't want it to be, let's come down. If I come down here, let me put that? Ah, crap. It's not gonna let me. Oh, I'm so torn on how I want to just approach all of this right now. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it being clashing. Sorry guys, I'm just like really trying to figure out what I want to do first right now. Trying to figure out how I want to get this to work. Because also, I just don't like how it's looking right now. I feel like it's just looking too blocky, not too much design to it. So that's why I'm trying to figure out like what can I change, but then also keep the piping to a minimum. So let's do the same thing we did before. So we're gonna do this. Let's get all of the piping hooked up first to the machines itself. And just to make sure we do have 8, right? I didn't put too many. Okay, we do. All right. Connect all of these. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to do more streams though, guys. I'm not going to promise like a certain day every week I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to do them more often. Especially because I do have a little more free time now, being that I'm done with school. Because then we need to have this here. We need to have one in between here. There we go. And then one in between here. Connect these back together. Oh, that's right. That one doesn't connect to anything. This one needs to connect to here. So how has your guys' weekend been going so far? Hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. So if I come down with this. So right there's the perfect 90. So that still isn't, so it need to come out one more. So what we can do is pipe 1s, connect that. I think that's where it needs to be. And then just, it's still too short again. Dang it. So if we move everything back by 1, it would fix the issue. Okay, we're gonna have to do that. Okay, let's redo all of this piping again. And this is why videos are edited so much, to cut out all the stuff in between. Because man, there's a lot of it all the time. There we go. Put that there. In between the second and third one. And then here. Okay, let's try this one more time. Connect here to here, connect that to that. Just connect everything back. It was the minus 35 the last 2 days, and tomorrow is freezing rain. The weekend was a block of ice. Yeah, here in Missouri, it was kind of the same. Definitely not that. Wait, it was minus 35? Where do you live? I was gonna say like ours was cold, but then I saw you said minus 35. Or do you just mean it was 35 degrees? Like, if it is minus 35, that is ridiculous. I could never. Okay, so we're connected to those. So that is all good. And then we just need to come down. What? What's happening here? Did I connect to the wrong one? Is it a perfect 90 now? Okay, it is. Perfect. It's not perfect when it comes to the piping, but it's not bad. It's not as bad as the other one with like having to change it. There we go. Connect it to that. Definitely not as bad. Definitely not as bad. We're coming up through the center, so then this should be right. There's to connect this to that. Is that... How's that looking? It would be the same on the other side. Oh man, guys. I'm not going to be able to be on for too much longer, so I'm trying to get this done. No, it was 35 below zero. Western Massachusetts? Damn. Our new anchors gleefully reported that if we lived on the surface of Mars, it was... Wow. That is... Yeah, no thank you. Definitely a no thank you on that one. Okay, so I'm definitely liking how this side is looking compared to the other way. I feel like this is working better, especially like if I were to add... the stupid glare again. And also, if you're wondering like why the time of day hasn't changed, is because with one of the mods I have it set to never change time of day. That way I can always have it be daytime for you guys, which makes it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Okay, so we're going to try this exact same thing again. Let's see how it looks. So it was right on the edge. It's right there. Things will be a little bit more offset this time, but I think the spaces will still be the same. So I think this one would still... Interesting. Wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't be able to be the same. Interesting. Okay. I guess it's going to be 180 since the machines are rotate 180 degrees. It's like really this one's now going to be here to offset. This one's going to be here. Okay. I feel like we're getting closer to a direction that we want to take this. Not 100% yet. But we are definitely getting there. Come on, there we go. All right, so that's connected to everything. What we're gonna do, get rid of that. Get rid of all the piping from the old way we were doing it. We're getting there, guys. All right, there's that. Oh, so the boundary isn't 100% accurate. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of that, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. Oh, no. Did I put it one off again? I did. Oh, man. I just made the same mistake twice. I'm usually pretty good at that. Okay. Let's undo, let's undo this. Oh, you big idiot. I think I even checked it at one point. And like at the very beginning, I was like, oh yeah, that looks right. And it was not. Because it needs to be like this. That's so frustrating. Put this here. That one was going to be wrong. There we go. This is definitely the fun part of building, but I love it at the same time. Like, I love trying to make things look clean, like in the challenge of it, because like I feel like it's a lot easier to play this game if you don't want it to look clean. But like for me, I love the challenge of like making it look different, which is like why I try to make my builds look different than anybody else's, because I want it to have like my own style to it, and like people to know like when they see it, like, oh, I know whose kind of design that is. Also, I don't know why I'm adding those to the last ones, because they don't need those, but... Okay, that didn't take too long, luckily. So we'll come down, and this just needs to go to here. And this one Goes to here? Is that right? It's on the same block. Well, I'm kind of torn on that one, so I don't know. Crap. We're just going to have to go up and take care of it. And which one? This one. Come back down. And then connect it to that. A little bit more of a curve on that one than the others. Yeah, there's definitely more curve on the pipe. Jace and Snut have just sit back and laugh for hours a day watching us play this game and watching the OCD run our lives. Yeah. I guarantee they just love watching what people do. Oh, that just kind of worked out. Boom. There we go. And just come over and connect. Okay. So that's what the pipe would look like. The piping. Which, I wish it could just be like perfectly, you know, like centered. But I would have to offset the machines, and that just wouldn't work with the amount of space that we have. Yeah, trying to think. It definitely looks better from the outside. Like if I look at like the screen now, I feel like this looks better and more clean than this. And some of that is because like this one's kind of hiding from the outside all the piping. But I feel like we made the piping as clean as we could. Let me see. How do I want to... Because then if we wanted a drone port, which we do. Say... Forget how big they are. I think like 3x3. What they fit into. Drum port. That's under transportation. Drum port. Jesus Christ. I can't see a thing. It's like if it was there. Bringing in all of the resources that we need. Come on, fly down. And then it'd be discharging from here. Could then have to... We could run all the conveyor underneath. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially with how we have this. Just keep all the conveyor underneath. It's not bad. Okay. Kind of like having the drum port on the end. I feel like that looks kind of clean. I need to just figure out how to like make it look a little bit more supported. Because like right now it just looks like it's just hanging there because it is. So I got to figure that out. How do I want to approach it? But let's just say... We wanted to take our logistics, conveyor. I think that would then connect. It would. Yes, if we took all of this. Problem is, like, I think the splitters wouldn't... Well, I guess, actually, to get around that, what I'd have to do is take foundations. I don't really care what type of foundation it is. Just have to do something like this, then place the splitters under that so they don't go through the floor. If they're at 15 a minute, I definitely feel like we could make this work with conveyor underneath. I feel like that's not a bad way to do it. Put that here. Kind of makes everything else a little bit more clean up above. All right. Connect that to everything. All right. All right. We want everything to be underneath. This would need to go there. Because we'd have to do it to both sides. That's the other thing. So we need to split almost like immediately. Logistics. Conveyor. Splitter. I'm getting so sick and tired of this glare. I've never had the glare be this bad. What the hell? Like, is it just this area? It's just like blinding. Oh my. Okay. Hold on. I can't see where I'm putting things. Too bad they don't make splitters that go vertically. Yeah. Maybe eventually. Wasn't this the rock I built? Oh, no. Okay. It's all the way over there. I'm just going to place another one down. Special. Easy cheat. I swear to God, if I still have a glare at nighttime, I'm going to be so frustrated. Logistics. Conveyor splitter. I still have a glare. Are you kidding me? Why? At least I got it placed finally, but damn. And then I feel like we would want this to be like a Mark IV belt. Kind of sucks that we're going to be doing that. Like this one should split into this way. Definitely there. What? What? Wait, does it do that automatically if you have... What? I've never seen that. If it goes through like two different foundations? Because it was never a full foundation. Very, very interesting. Oh, that should be put back. Go through. Go. Okay. Got it. Conveyor floor hole. Let's try this again. Okay, back down underneath. We will turn on the flashlight. Okay, they didn't extend out this time. Good. Okay. So I think we're good. So then splitter. This time we need to face this way. Is that in the center? Somehow I did get it perfectly in the center. No idea how. Jesus Christ. Never had something be this bad to where I just can't see anything that I'm doing. Need one here. I need one here. Okay. I feel like that should be connected. Just like this. just like that. Okay. Connect everything together. Just like this. I feel like vertical splitters and elevators are big ass for the next update. Yeah, I don't see how they would do that though. I don't see how they would make vertical ones work. I mean, if they do, great. I just don't see that happening. The next thing I could see them doing, man, they're kind of already like kind of going towards it, is getting rid of the walls that have conveyor holes in them and just replacing them with a wall hole, like what they have with the foundations. I could see them doing something like that. Okay, so that's now in place. What the? Am I missing some? Yeah, because I didn't... Wait, what? I'm so confused. Am I missing more? Yep, because it didn't. It did the same thing. Dang it. Okay, so we got to get rid of these, because it did the long ones again. Interesting. I've never seen it go through several foundations before. That's fascinating to me. Okay, so this one, get rid of this foundation. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that. Ow. Okay, logistics. This one probably can just go straight. This one can definitely come straight since... Okay. There we go. And just put these. So I've gotten a little more quiet. Like I'm just like trying to focus to get this done to see. So that's what it would be with conveyor, all underneath. Well, the floor holes you see it working in a similar way. The floor is connected a little top of the splitter so you can continue moving. Yeah, I mean I can see it. It's just depends on how big they make them, because I feel like that one's more tricky to make with like their art style, personally. So I just don't see how they're gonna do it, but I'm not opposed to it. Definitely not. Get rid of this. We can just make a perfect 90. Get rid of that. Okay. So that's pretty much what that would look like. So conveyor coming in. So all the conveyor is hidden in the frames. I do kind of like that. Question is, could we even hide any of the pipe in there? Yeah, maybe. Like having the pipe and everything being one, that's a little more tricky to ask. Dude, it's such a bad flare. I mean, like, holy crap. I thought it was just because it was like during the day. But like, I've never had flares this bad to where it's like a supernova hitting my screen. I've never had that. It's insane. It's truly insane. So yeah, the second half of this looks better. I still don't think it's where I want it to be. I still want to find ways to make this better. I just got to figure out how I want to do that. I definitely know I can make this more compact. If I make this a little bit wider, I can get rid of like these 8 and have the other 8 on top. Like what you see a lot of designs doing now. Huh. So then, for this, come on, please. This place, please. Just place it where I want it. Just right there. Hey. We put this here. I feel like we could get rid of that one. Replace it with inverted ones. Yes, I got to figure out a better design for that. I just don't like how much it's overhanging. I mean, adding that makes it a little bit better, but that's just overhanging a lot. I didn't think, I'm being honest, I didn't think an oil rig would be this hard to design. I didn't think I was going to have this much issue. It's like I had a couple ideas in my head already. I was like, all right, I know how I'm going to do this. And it's not working out that way at all. So just got to figure out, how do I want this to work? I mean, this would definitely need to have the foundations coming out. With then, can I just copy them? Can I reach them? Reach them. From this side. Okay, or don't find the edge like I asked. There we go. Yeah, it's not like how you can see the bottom in one, like it just doesn't quite work. Like the idea is there, it's just mainly figuring out how to make it work properly. Cause I really want to do like an oil rig design. I think it could look so good if I just figure out the proper way to do it and get it right. Alright, well, still trying to figure that out, but I think what I'm going to do is I might end the stream here because I got a couple things I got to do today. And I was just really, I want to do something for you guys because one, it's my first stream, a little bit of practice for next weekend. Hopefully you guys, hopefully some of you guys come out to watch. It will be interesting. I know this is not a racing channel. I mean, I will be doing more racing stuff because it's one of my other big passions in gaming, and I want this channel to be like my passion stuff. That way you guys know I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, that's something that I'll definitely be working on. But yeah, I still got to figure out a design for this. I mean, I have a couple ideas in my head still, like after seeing some of this that I want to go through with. But now it's just a matter of executing, planning, and hopefully I can make a video for you guys sometime soon on how to do this. Because right now, yeah, not incredibly happy with how it's turned out so far. Again, not bad, not great. It could be better. So we'll figure it out though. I mean, we always do. It's just a matter of just taking a little bit of time to figure all that stuff out. So, oh, man, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was successful, but not at the same time, because successful would have been like having it done. And I don't know how long I've been going, like over 2 hours. Would have had it done. But at the same time, it's like I figured out a lot of things that I can do and a lot of things I can't do. So there's good and bads to each of them. So, all right, well, I'll see you guys hopefully soon for the next video. Hopefully I have a video coming up. What's the date? I definitely have a video coming out on the 24th, 25th. I know that it's already scheduled. I'm just waiting on approval for the sponsor to approve it. So yeah. Risa Bass, it's looking great so far. Thank you for sharing your vision with love. Greatly enjoy watching a Master Factory builder at work. Oh, thank you very much, Risa. That really means a lot. So, all right. I will talk to you guys later and see you guys for the next video sometime soon. So, bye-bye.